Hello guys, in this video we will take a look at Laravel and Vue and start making a forum because I want this to be like a few part of videos that I will record. So I haven't coded in PHP and Laravel for a while, so I will need to get back to it. So here I will say import Vue from Vue and new Vue. So let me just take this, delete it, make a new one, and this will be called Authentication System 2020. And here we'll have div ID of app, and here we'll have a script source, I remember still this asset js app.js, here we go, and here I will say PHP artisan serve, and it's empty. Okay, and now here, let me take a look. Wow, it's long. Let me just go like this and say yarn add view template compiler. It's going to be faster. And yeah, so, and by the way, here it seems to say mount and app. Done. Now yarn watch. Here we go. Hello. Here we have hello. So now I want to know Tailwind CSS Laravel. So basically I need to say yarn add Tailwind CSS, I will need to get this, put it in here, and instead of post CSS, I will copy this, and here that says. Okay, that's what I thought. So basically I need to get these and CSS resources. Let me just get this resources, new folder, SCSS, actually SAS seems to be called, and here I will have called app, that's SCSS, and that was secret from my iPhone. No. Here we go. and here I will need to say npx tailwind init, and this needs to be full. Here we go. And just copy this again. Go to my webpack mix.js. Here we go. Save it. Run the watcher again. Everything should be okay. Like so. Yarn add SAS. Now let's take a look with yarn watch if it's going to give me an error, which I will be very annoyed at. Here we go. Now it's doing everything right. .28 megabytes. Oh my god. I want to. No, I don't want this. Disables. Oh my god. Now it's going to show me a notification every time. Oh my god. So basically, in my welcome view, I will need to have a link to asset. I don't know why I didn't close CSS app.css. Now I will install Vue router. I installed it already, I think. Getting started. Dynamic route matching. Getting started. I forgot it. You need to use router view and router link. Okay, let me just get used to view again. So basically, here I remember I had a folder called router, and in here JavaScript file called router, and here import Vue router from Vue router. And now what? I forgot. So basically we need some components. So I will call it pages, and in here I will have a login component. Let me just copy this, paste it here, path auth login component login. Now const router new Vue router routes export default router, and now here I will say import router from router and have router here. And by the way, import Vue as well. Wait, what the hell? Import it from Vue. Vue.use Vue router. So now it should work. Take a look. Here we go. Now it's in Tailwind CSS, and we have a view router here. So let me just go to Tailwind tail blocks and just get a header. Wait, first I need to go to toilet. So give me, like, I will pause I will cut the video. So, for example, not this, not this, not this, not this. Let's get this. So let's do it in. Well, this is a nice color. So first, I will grab this header class, make a new directory called components, and new view component called header. And here I will paste it. And in app.view, I will first here I will have this header, and here I have router view. And in login, I will just go to google.com tailwind login form. Let me just grab this, paste it here. Save it. And if I go to auth login, I have this. So this header, this button here will say unclick. Wait, how was it? I think it was click, and then I will go to router push, well, like so, and say router that push auth login. And if I go back, let me just make it so it doesn't say button, but it says login. So login, and now we have this form. So basically, let me just do it so that this form will be flex justify center. Here we go. And flex call and item center. And I need to do one more thing, which is go into public and CSS and mark this directory as excluded, because it's going to be indexing all the time, especially JavaScript. So now it's going to be faster with auto completion. Save it, refresh, and here we go. What if I say No, it's actually, I want it to be wider, so here I will just say style, and call it width 500 pixels. Refresh. Here we go. Much better. And here I will make a component called input, and in input I will just have this. No, because I want error as well. So here I will have like this, and as if I recall correctly, we have props, which is an array, and we will have error. Error value how did I do it before? I don't remember. Error label. So here we have label, here we have error, and vf error. We don't need this, and type will be a prop or type. We don't need placeholder, and here we will have type. Delete this. So here we will have model. So the model will be model. One second, let me take a look. View the model prop. I forgot if you can do that. I want the model and prop. Something tells me you cannot do that. Form text, the model name, Vion value, Vion input. So basically, no, we can. So we cannot do this, but we can have value, and this needs to be value, and then on input what is the subject value? Value equals event target value. Okay, let me go like this, and let me just and here I will just have div. Basically here I will have input, value, password, no, not value, the model, password, label, password, type, password, and we will need data, which is a function returning an object. Password empty. We also have username empty, and error empty object, error, no wait, needs to be error password. Let me take a look. Can I update this? Yes, I can. Perfect. And input needs to be here. Border red 500. So let me take this and bind class. It's going to be called border red 500, and only if we have error. Take a look. No error. Perfect. So now let's copy this. Paste it in here. And here we have username. Text, error, username. Form, at submit.prevent on submit. And then instead of here we will have create user, and this will be a router link to auth register. Save, refresh, create user, auth register. Perfect. Sign in, and this needs to be type submit. So refresh, sign in, nothing happens. Perfect. And here we will have methods on submit, and here we will say if not username dot trim, wait, this dot username dot trim, then this error username is required, and by the way, this error needs to be reset every time. If this error return. So let's delete the username, and username is required. Very well. Now we fill it, and it should not be like this. Add submit prevent username. What's wrong? Yes, our username. What's wrong? I don't know. We have some errors. Avoid mutating the plug directly since the value will be overwritten. Input. Why it's doing this? Wait. So basically here the on input update value. Okay, so here we will have methods and update value, and this will take value, this dot emit input value. Okay, so here I will say update value like so. Let's take a look. Sign in, nothing happens. Sign in, very well. What if we don't have anything? Very well. What if we change it to have something? Very good. Okay, so now it works. We fixed that. And here I will write my name. Here we go. And now let's do the password. If not this password, trim this error password equals password is required. Okay. So now we need to have, it's different with Vue because here I can just say window.axios equals require axios. And here axios that window.rec equals axios that create, and base URL will be, we have controllers, auth controller. So basically we will need a few methods. So public function init, user equals auth user, auth user, return user public function login is if auth attempt username, and here we will need request username request username password request password like so, else return response JSON, and here we will have error could not log you in, status of false3, public function register request user equals to user new user username equals to request username user password equals to request password user save auth login user, and basically here we will have return user, and that's it. So now in our routes and web, we will have route prefix auth group function route get init, and this will be auth controller at init route post login auth controller at login route post register auth controller and register. Okay, so now we will say resources JS app.view, and here we will have data, which is an object, which is a function, that returns an object. Actually, no. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. And here we will say initiated false, and here we'll have methods, and actually also mounted, and here we'll have init, and here we'll have async, no, here async, and this await this dot init, and here we will have async mounted, and here we'll have rec dot axios dot get auth init const data equals axios dot get auth init. For simplicity's sake, I will just here we'll have a user which is null, and then this dot user equals data dot user, and then this dot initiated equals to true. And here I will take this off, have another div vf initiated, and then I have these two. Let's take a look. Network, a class auth controller does not exist. Target class auth controller does not exist. I never met this error. Auth controller, Laravel, target class does not exist. Okay, so they changed it. So here we will need to say how was it? Keep forgetting. So basically here app HTTP controllers. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have user null, very well. Okay, so this needs to be awaited. Let's take a look. Here we go. So basically now we have this, and now we can say const data equals to this user, damn it, username, this dot username, password, this dot password, and then we need to call this async, and then here here we'll have const response equals await axios dot post auth login data, actually try, and then catch error, and then this error username, or maybe username equals to error response data error. And here we will have this that emit user on user changed, and then response data user on user changed, and then in app.view I will have on user change update user message update user this user equals user and user changed. And now here actually I will console the log user. And also we need a register page, and router I will import register copy this, register, and in register I will have username, password, sign up, login, and then sign in. And in here I will have register. So now if we take a look here and sign in, we don't have anything. Let me take a look. This has to be different. This has to be if object keys this error length, then return it. Refresh, login, could not log you in. Okay, I forgot, it has to be put here. So let's take a look again. Okay, now back and login. What if I say I don't want to do this, but general error, and go like this, general error, and then here general error, just to take a look if it works. Okay, it works. That's too bad, man, because I wanted to do this differently. Div if general error class text and no auto completion, text red 500. Wait, I know why. If I just this cancel exclusion, then I should have indexing module. If I go like this, then I have everything perfect. So now I will say general error MB6, and here MB4. Command argument, perfect. So now let's create a user, sign up, and the same thing here. If object keys this error, if object keys this error length, return, otherwise register, and this we will do something else with. So now let's take a look. By the way, I forgot one thing. This needs to be decrypt. Probably a lot of you were screaming at me and stuff that I forgot. I forgot actually, but I remembered it at the last minute. So now if we register, it should console log this user here. Sign up, internal server error, field name doesn't have default value. Okay, so we need a new field. Called name, here name, error, name, name. So basically, let's take this. If not name trim, this error name is names required. Name sign up, register. And I forgot to put the name here. Name, this dot name. Sign up. Field name doesn't have a default value because we need to have user name equals request name. Again, register, and we have the user. So basically we refresh now, and in it should show user. Yeah. So basically, as you can see now, this works. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and give it a thumbs up and like it and subscribe and click the bell icon, and see you in another video.